Hey guys, so I want to talk about my most traumatic experiences, things that have shaped me and transformed me into the person that I am today. Whether that be in a good or a bad way, most likely bad, but I'll just share what I have to share. If you relate, please let me know because I don't know if these are unique situations to just me or if anyone else has gone through this, so please let me know. Let's get on with the video. Well, besides, the car accident, the one I already made a video about, other things that have changed the way that I view life and exist is surgery. Yeah, I've had surgery before and I was really young. I was like 12 and this surgery happened. It was all so fast. Literally within like the same 3 days that I was feeling ill, it just happened. I just needed emergency surgery. I started to feel sick. I was having like side pain and they were like, oh, there's appendicitis. You're gonna have to get your appendix removed. I was like, okay, no big deal. Surgery, I could do that, And then I go to the hospital, keep in mind I'm still feeling really sick. My side hurts. I feel like throwing up. I have a fever, excruciatingly painful pain. Okay, I was dying, and this happened like Cinco de Mayo weekend. I remember I was supposed to be practicing for my Cinco de Mayo dance for my little elementary school. I ended up missing most of the practice sessions anyway, so I didn't get to perform day of Cinco de Mayo because my surgery was on Cinco de Mayo, if I remember. Okay, so back to what I was saying. So I had pain, like stabbing pain. Someone is literally like stabbing me in the moment type pain. And I go to the hospital, they do x-rays and stuff, and they see and they're like, oh, wait, let me get the doctor real quick. And I'm just left in that room like with this random pregnant lady because it's like an ultrasound. So like me and this pregnant lady having an ultrasound in the same room. And I'm just left behind because the nurse is like shocked at what she saw, I guess. I don't know how to read ultrasound screens, whatever they mean, but she leaves and I'm just left there with this pregnant lady. Complete awkward silence because we don't know what to say. And also, I wonder if that lady thought I was like pregnant, like me being a 12-year-old that was pregnant. Like I wonder what was going through her mind just seeing me there laying in an ultrasound pregnancy room, And yeah, so they give me my results. They're like, you have cysts in your ovaries and one ruptured. What? So this happens to people usually that are older, that have probably already had kids or many years of menstrual cycles, but like me, a 12-year-old girl having this, and they're like, this is so rare. We're gonna do the surgery because one of the cysts ruptured, but we're gonna take your cysts and take them to the lab because we wanna like investigate why this happened to you at this age. And I'm just there like in excruciating pain. I'm just like, just do what you gotta do, okay? I just want to leave. So yeah, that changed me because it was very painful. I never thought I would have surgery. I remember the anesthesia, doctor was like, oh yeah, you're just gonna feel like, you're gonna fall asleep, and next thing I know, just and it was done, holy shit. Yeah, it was crazy, but I guess the way this changed me is that I should always be ready for the unexpected. I never in a million years that I think that pain was going to be a emergency surgery right in the moment that same day, Last traumatic experience is my silkworm experience. So we had this little thing where we had silkworms at our school. We had to feed them from scratch. Those kits where like they give you this little starter science kit. It's like a jar of caterpillars or worms and they're eating like that weird brown poopy looking thing. So they're eating, that brown poopy stuff and they grow up and then they turn into cocoons and then they hatch, So that's what the school gave us. It gave all of us this little kit. And there I am with my little silkworms, They're eating, they're having fun. And one turned into a cocoon, but the rest were still silkworms. And I decided to put them in a shoebox, right? So they had grown up already a little bit. They weren't tiny baby silkworms anymore. They were like adult silkworms about to turn into moths. So I moved into a shoebox where I would feed them this specific leaf from the specific tree from our school. There I am, leaving leaves for my silkworms. They're eating, enjoying life, right? I went to sleep over at my cousin's house one night, right? But I made sure to leave a lot of leaves in my silkworm's cage because I don't want them to starve. And there they are in the shoebox eating leaves, except that one cocoon because he decided to cocoonify himself first, And I come back home after my sleepover, and what do I see? Ants. Millions of ants swarming out and inside the box. And I'm like, oh no, my silkworms. So I go to open the silkworm box and lo and behold, my silkworms were eaten alive by f***ing ants. How does that even happen? Like imagine the poor pain they went through, like my silkworms. So I'm laughing now, but I was really f***ing devastated. I was so sad for like months straight. That one cocoon guy, he survived. Actually, he actually hatched out of his cocoon, and I kept him. Honestly, that moth, he went through hell and back while his brethren were being eaten alive by ants. He survived and he made it out. I wonder where he is now, but Mothy, I love you. He's most likely dead. But yeah, you know what this taught me? Kill every ant you see. Every time I see an ant, I kill it because I still hold that grudge and resentment that they killed my poor silkworms. So yeah, those are 3 traumatic experiences that shaped the way I act and behave a bit, I guess. Do you relate? Are these very unique to me like this? Please let me know, or something similar, please. I don't want to feel left out. All right, Bimmie out. See y'all later.